Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at sets and, in particular, Venn diagram of two sets. That is what we are going to be looking at today. Now, let us consider uh, these two circles. We can use circles to represent a set. So we have set A and we also have set B. Now, considering these two sets, now let me use this to explain. Now, let's say set A is rice and set B is noodles. Now, let me use these people. This first person, we're having like 5 people here. The first person love rice. Second person love noodles. Third person love rice. Fourth person love rice and noodles. The last person love rice. Now, let us group them. That is, those that love rice should go to the set of rice. Those that love noodles should go to the set of noodles. Now, we're having two sets, rice and noodles. The two intersect at the center. Okay, now the first person who love rice will go inside that rice set. The second person will go to noodles. The third person to rice. The fourth person will be at the middle because he loves rice and also noodles. He will be at the middle. You cannot go to rice. You cannot go to noodles. So you will go to the middle. The last person is rice. So we have 3 of them love rice. Now look at that arrow. The only person that is there love noodles only. It's only noodles that person love. Then these 3 people love only rice. They don't love noodles. Now the person at the center love rice and also noodles. So we have, that's the intersection. And both are usually used to represent intersection. Now this box represents the universal set. It represents the universal set. Okay. Now let me use another one to explain. Assuming this is a box which represents the universal sets. Assuming we are having two sets of A and B, set A and B. Now, all your calculation must start from the intersection, both, and A and B, that's intersection of A and B. So everything, your calculation must start from the intersection. Now, that place is A only, and that place, the second place, is B only. Now, A only means what? It is only A, B is not there. B only means what? It is only B, A is not there. Now, that is neither and not. They are not in A and they are not in B. They are outside, but they are still in the universal set. Now, that is A intersection B complement. It means B complement means it is not in B. So it is only in A. B intersection A complement means it is not in A, but only in B. Okay, it's only in B. You can see circle of A is not there. Now, let's take, for instance, example 1. In a class of 45 students, 28 offer chemistry and 25 offer biology. If each student offers at least one of the 2 subjects, calculate the number of students that offers chemistry only. Now, let's go straight to the solution. In the class, there are 45 students, which means that is universal set. 28 offer chemistry, which means the number of those that offer chemistry is 28. The number of those that offer biology is 25. Then the universal set is 45 because we have 45 students in the class. Now, let us draw the Venn diagram. We are having 2 sets. Okay, let us have the box, which represents the universal sets. Don't forget, universal set is equals to 45. The first set is C. The second set is for biology. Now, everything intersects. The 2 sets intersect each other. Note that we are not given the number that offers both subjects. And that is where your calculation must start from. So let X represent it. So put X at the center. Intersection of C and B. Okay. Now the next thing is to find C only. Look at the circle of C. You will notice that part of B has entered C, which is X. Okay. Now the whole C is 28. So which means to get C only, you have to remove X from 28. That is 28 minus X. That is C only. So let's write it there. 28 minus X. We are going to do the same thing for B only. For B only, the whole B is what? 25. So B only will be 25 minus X. Let us write it there. Okay, now we have filled everything. There is no set outside the two sets. Okay, so we are going to add everything together equals to 45, because everything inside that box is 45. So 28 minus x plus x plus 25 minus x is equals to 45. Minus x plus x is 0. So we have 28 plus 25 minus x equals to 45. Look at the calculation. 53 minus x equals to 45. Collect the like times. Then you are going to have x equals to 53 minus 45, which is what? Which is 8. So x is equals to 8. That is the number of those that study both subjects. Now, number of those that offers chemistry only, that is what? 28 minus x, and that will give us 28 minus 8, because x is 8 and our answer is what? 20. Let's go to the second example. Example 2. Example 2. In a class of 80 students, 3/4 study biology and 3/5 study physics. If each student studies at least one of the subjects, draw a Venn diagram to represent this information, and how many students study both subjects. Find the fraction of the class that study biology but not physics. Now, let us solve it. Now, don't forget that it is only 3/4 that study biology. Let B be biology. So n of B will be what? 3/4 times 80. That is 3/4 of the whole class. 3/4 of the 80 students. That's 3/4 times 80. 4 can go in 80, 20. That's 3 times 20, which will give us 60. Okay, so number of biology is 60. Now, let's go to physics. 3/5 study physics. 3/5 of what? 80. That's 3/5 times 80, which is what? 3 times 16, and that is 48, because 5 in 80 is 16. So 3 times 16 is what? 48. So the number of those that study biology is 60, of physics is 48. Now let's go straight to the Venn diagram. Now we're having two sets, one for biology, the other one for physics. Don't forget the universal set is 80. Now, all your calculation must start from the intersection, from the middle. Are we given those that study both subjects? No. Look at Roman figure 2. That is what we are looking for. So let x represent those that study both subjects. So put x there. So the next thing we need to find is biology only, B only. That will be 60 minus x, just like the way we did it in example 1. Then physics only will be what? That will be 48 minus x, just like the way we did it in example 1. So add everything together equals to 80. Add everything together equals to 80. So we have 60 minus x plus 48 minus x plus x equals to 80. Minus x plus x is 0. So that one is gone. So 60 plus 48 minus x equals to 80. Add them together. 108 plus minus x equals to 80. Collect like times. So x is equals to 108 minus 80. And that will give us what? 28. So that is number of those that study both subjects. Now, for the fraction of the class that study biology but not physics, that is biology only. They do not study physics. That's biology only. So that will be 60 minus x. And that will give us 60 minus 28, which is what? Which is 32. So the fraction will be 32 over 80. Example 3. Example 3, which will be the last example for today. So I want to believe that by that time, you should be able to solve questions on Venn diagram of two sets. So if you still have questions, you can actually ask in the comment section. Out of 120 customers in a shop, so there are 120 customers in that shop. 45 bought both bags and shoes. Okay. So let us look at the solution. Number of those that bought bags, we don't know them. So let it be x. So number of those that bought shoes, they said 11 more customers bought shoes than bags. So that will be 11 plus x, because those that bought shoes, they are more than those that bought bags. 11 plus x. So the calculation must start from the middle, from the intersection. So do we know the number of those that bought bags and shoes? Yes. According to the question, it's 45. 45 both bags and shoes. So we're going to write 45 as the intersection. So the next step is to find number of those that bought bags only. Bags only. Now look at the circle of bags. You can see that 45 is part of that circle. So to get the remaining one, which is bags only, we are going to remove 45 from x. That will be x minus 45 because everything is x. So that will be x minus 45. So let's write it there, x minus 45. Now for the second one, shoes only. Everything in the circle of shoe is 11 plus x. Everything in that circle of shoe is 11 plus x. But part of that shoe is 45. So to get the remaining one, which is shoe only, which is shoe only, we're going to remove 45 from everything. Don't forget, everything is 11 plus x. So remove 45 from everything. So that will be 11 plus x minus 45. That will give us shoes only. 11 plus x minus 45. So let's do the calculation. Remove 45 from it. So let's do the calculation. That will give us x minus 34. So let's write it there. Shoes only will be x minus 34. Okay, the next thing is to add everything together. So let's add them together. Don't forget the universal set is 120. So let's add everything together. Equals to 120. 45 minus 45 is 0. So that one is cancelled. X plus x is 2x minus 34 equals to 120. Collect the like times. So we're going to have 2x equals to 120 plus